With some 6,000 or so Rohingya, mainly Rohingya and Bangladeshi migrants believed to be still stranded at sea in precarious conditions in Southeast Asia, and 3 countries now actively implementing a policy of pushing boats back to sea. The High Commissioner is urging governments to take swift action to protect the migrants' lives. We're appalled at reports that Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia have been pushing boats full of vulnerable migrants back out to sea, which will inevitably lead to many avoidable deaths. The focus should be on saving lives, not further endangering them. News that another boat, this is the one that was highly focused on by the media yesterday, that boat with several hundred people in abject condition was given provisions and then pushed back out to sea by the Thai Navy. And the High Commissioner describes this as an incomprehensible and inhumane action. Governments in Southeast Asia need to respond to this crisis from the premise that migrants, regardless of their legal status or how they arrive at borders or where they come from, are people with rights that must be upheld. And criminalizing such vulnerable people, including children, and placing them in detention is not the solution. The individual circumstances of all migrants and asylum seekers at international borders should be assessed and appropriate protection provided according to international human rights and refugee law, including ensuring that the principle of non-refoulement is upheld. And we urge participating governments to ensure that their responses are based on international human rights and refugee law. This is a complex and multi-dimensional issue requiring a holistic response, which will include stepped-up search and rescue efforts, the timely and safe disembarkation of migrants in distress, and access to appropriate human rights protection safeguards. Dangerous interception practices, including pushing back boats that are trying to land, must be scrupulously avoided.